Hello lads, I welcome you to another video and we are continuing where we left off, which is our uh, slightly awkward but quite quote unquote intimate, maybe, I don't know, just very close you could say, not hard to hard, but just chill time with Monica on the roof. So yeah, I'm recording a third video in one sitting, so my mouth ain't mouthing, words ain't wording, and brain ain't braining. So yeah, this will be bloody horrible, but hey, who cares? Let's go! Thankfully for me, and very likely the majority of the class, Mr. Honda was off sick today. If I had foresight to know that would be the case, I could have at least tidied the essay up a bit. Oh well, I can't rewrite the past now, can I? I make my way up. Fuck. I make my way up to a nearby vending machine. I'm a little thirsty, and since we got let out a little earlier than normal, I still got a little time before the club starts. Atazov, please, I beg of you. Wait, I'll take a sip of a drink and maybe it will be better. Also, thank you, Chair, for the sound effects. Had to get my tongue regenerated in the fucking mineral water like boba and Bacta. I put my coins in and a small can comes out soon after. As I'm reaching down for my drink though, I can hear the echoed sounds of someone yelling. However it is, they don't sound pissed off. Well, they kinda do. It sounds more defensive than anything. At the same time, I can't shake this weird feeling that voice sounds familiar. I look to my left and the reason for the familiar feeling comes walking quickly down the hall. Natsuki. Natsuki's eyes meet mine for a brief moment. All of a sudden she averts her eyes and clenches them shut as she runs past me and audibly bolts upstairs. Natsuki, wait! I rush up after her. I can't help but wonder what happened to Natsuki that could have made her this upset. I call out for her. Natsuki! Natsuki, where are you? After a minute or so, I see her emerge from the restroom and quicken my pace. Natsuki, give me some fucking space. Natsuki's voice came out as more of a squeak as tears form on her face. There is an awkwardly, weirdly heavy silence between us. Her brash reaction did catch me by surprise, although in her defense I wasn't going about this well in the slightest. Sorry. Natsuki, what for? I'm having a bad day, and I'm taking that out on you. I don't mean to. More silence. I am recording, right? Good. Phew. Natsuki then gives out a long sigh. I'm... I'm the worst. That's a little much, isn't it? Not when it's true, but it's not. I... I just pictured Vsauce in my head. Fucking popping up saying... Fucking... Natsuki is the worst. Or is she? And the fucking Vsauce music. Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Her glistening pink eyes tell multiple stories. The two ones I can make out the clearest are ones of guilt and of someone who just wants to be valued. The second one being a sight I never would have expected, if that is the case, that is. Ugh, fuck. We all have bad days, some of us more than others, but those bad days don't define you. I sigh as I think of something else to say. Besides, I know you didn't mean it. Why else would you be apologizing? Natsuki looks away for a moment, processing what I said. My tongue hurts from all the talking. It's numb. Fucking exercising my tongue. Gonna be a tongue wrestler. Okay, that sounds wrong. Never mind. Ignore what I said. If you need a moment, that's fine. I've been there before. Natsuki breathes slow and calmly before locking her eyes back onto my own. I think, I think I needed to hear that. So, thank you. Natsuki gives me a small but meaningful smile. It's no problem, really. The pair of us then walked the remainder of the way to the clubroom. Upon entering the clubroom, Natsuki makes her way over to the closet. I decide to go up to Monika. Hey, Atazov. Hey, Monika. Sorry we're late, Look behind me and see Natsuki already reading her manga. Should I tell her what happened? I look back to Monika and lower my voice. I bumped into Natsuki on my way up, and I guess we lost track of time. I feel bad about lying to her, but I wouldn't feel right if I told her exactly why we took as long as we did. I'm certain that Natsuki would tell her at some point. Aw, that is off. You don't need to apologize. Besides, neither of you missed much. I have a peek at the clock on the other side of the room. It's only been shy of 5 minutes since the start of the meeting, so she does have a point. Also, I read the poem you gave me at lunch. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. Thanks. Say, how many times have you read it? What do you mean? What kind of a question is that? Like, no, you still need work, Atazov. This is not good. Maybe once or twice, maybe more than that. How she manages to be so cute without even trying astounds me to this day. She then takes my paw out of her bag and passes it to me. Do not give it to her. Before I can put it in my pocket. In my what? Okay, Vivian is. I like it so far, but I know I'm not the best person to speak about grammatical errors. But please, it's fucking with my speech, and my speech is already fucked enough. Before I can put it in my pocket, Monika delicately holds the lower edge of the paper, and I swear I feel her thumbs brush against mine for a split second. I'm getting a hard on for touching tongues. If oh Jesus, if only tongues. I'm on thumbs. Jesus, Atazov, please. I look forward to discussing it with you. She lets go of the paper, and I slide it back into my pocket. We end up just standing in front of each other for a little while longer. We don't say anything, but just make the odd glance and a smile at each other. Whilst it feels like something out of a tacky romance game, DDLC reference, holy shit, so meta. I can't help but admit that it feels nice. So, I'm just gonna chat with Natsuki now. Okay. She speaks with a blush and a nervous giggle. To be completely honest myself, my face is just as red as hers, if not more so. I end up taking a seat close to Natsuki, trying as hard as I can to hide my face. Part of me knows that if Natsuki saw me like this, I'd never hear the end of it. I even have a sneaking suspicion that Yuri would ask questions, and then, as if life was out to prove me wrong, I hear a voice whisper to me. Why are they all British? That's what I realized. The writer must be British, because it's very, very fucking notable. You're doing a piss poor job at hiding how red you are, you know? I open my eyes and am greeted by Natsuki wearing a wide grin. What? What are you on about, Natsuki? You know damn well what. How she's able to keep her voice this low while keeping the same assertive punch as normal is astounding. Natsuki cups the seat next to mine. There are tomatoes that wish they were as red as you are right now. Why am I talking like this? I'm laughing. My tongue hurts. I'm tired. Bloody hell. Like I saw you two over there holding hands. I was kinda tempted to tell you to get a room. No. I try to keep my voice as low as hers as I look around the clubroom. Yuri's eyes have not left the pages of her book, and luckily for me, Monika seems to be wearing earphones. Well, it sure looked like it. We are just talking. I can't let her know about mine and Monika's little meeting on the roof. If she's already got the wrong idea now, God only knows what she'd think what we are doing up there. You're saying that like I'd be jealous if you were. I meant it was kinda cute. Oh, confused. Well, did she? Wait, what did she just say? Did you just? I did, yeah. Don't need to go announcing it to the world. Sorry. There's a minute or two of awkward silence. Is it because of what Natsuki said? I'm not entirely sure. In hopes to brighten the mood, I glance over to the cover of the volume of manga in front of Natsuki. Perfect, girls. I could have done the JoJo meme again. I remember this line. If you wanna judge, do it through the glass on the door. She points over to the door. You say that like you throw me through it. Wanna fuck around and find out? I'll pass. We share a laugh at my avoided expense. much time do we have? A shitload of time, it's been only 10 minutes. Okay, everyone, it's time to drink my mineral water. You know what, lads? I'm making a promise that if next year I'm still doing all this, I may. Did I say this? Maybe. That I'll do a stream where anytime I mess up reading, I'll take a shot of something, like vodka or something. It will just be a drinking game, and we'll see how long it takes till I get piss drunk. Mm. It's time to share poems. Monika eventually announces to the room, giving us our cue. After fetching my poem from my pocket, I quickly make my way towards Monika. I'd already promised her that we discuss my poem when he had the chance. Hell, she's even looking forward to it. Hey, Atazov, I smile and wave. Hey, you wanna discuss my poem? Of course. I pass the sheet to her and she reads through one final time. Eventually, she gently lays the paper on top of the desk. Seriously, your use of that would be like 3 shots, because I keep messing up. Your use of imagery here is even better than yesterday's. Are you sure you haven't written poetry before? Surely it's not that good of a poem. I'm sure, don't worry. Besides, do I look like the kind of guy that writes poetry in his spare time? That last part seems to cause Monika to giggle a bit. Now that you mention it, do you? Nah. Besides, even if I did, it wouldn't be as good as yours. Smooth. Okay, you're working well. Good job, Atazov. Keep at it. Oh, stop. You flatter me too much, you know? I mean, it isn't necessarily flattery if it's true to some degree. It's nothing. Silence then falls over the pair of us. I don't think we discussed the poem as much as we'd expected. Monika does try to say something about it to break the silence, but she stops herself each time. It's almost like she's trying to either find the right way to say it, or she's trying to suppress her thoughts altogether. Could I read your poem now? Please do. Monika hands me her notebook and I start to read. Today's poem is nowhere near as abstract as yesterday, the subject emboldened clearly in the poem's title. Alright. I guess that one doesn't really matter if it was that meta or not. The lady who knows everything. The more I read into it, the more the themes of seeking the impossible start to stick out, much like yesterday's work. Whereas her first poem was from the perspective of someone being held to those heightened standards. Props to the DDLC Within creator that he made the poems fit like this. Like, kudos to that. That's actually clever. Held to those heightened standards. This one seems to be focused on finding that apparent legend, only for said person's expectations to be all for nothing. I know it's basically the same as yesterday's, I just wanted to explore it from another angle. Monika's voice breaks my concentration. I hand her back her notebook. Regardless if it's the same. Yeah, I would be drunk, definitely. Regard. Count prime numbers. I don't remember prime numbers. No JoJo reference now then. 1, 2, 3. Regardless, if it's the same topic, it still came out nice. There's nothing inherently wrong with exploring familiar ground. I'd say the hardest part would be writing from the mindset of somebody else. But you did that nicely as well. No, that's how she feels. She's stressed. It feels like she's fucking held up too high. For thanks. Her voice trails off, liking the confidence she usually display. She doesn't seem bothered by my words though. She seems to be thinking about it. She sighs gently. I'd say that doing this has helped me explore myself a bit more. It does? For me? Yeah. Put it this way. Imagine your mind is a long hallway with doors scattered around the place. Those doors represent your thoughts. There's many rooms to explore, but the doors look the same. But once you have a peek inside, the rooms are limitless, and you'll get lost in your thoughts. Poetry for me helps to narrow in those rooms and explore them a bit. Fucking hell, that got deep. Is that the peak reference? I should stop doing this. What the fuck am I doing? I'm making random shitpost references that probably like 2 people will get, cause I'm one of the few jackasses that visit stuff like Okay Buddy Fresca and stuff like that. Jesus. Damn, that was quite poetic. You never cease to amaze me. Yes, you dumbass, you did say that. Did I seriously just say that? I... Yep, good going, dickhead. My words aren't lost on Monika as she goes a deep shade of crimson. Same goes for you. Now it's my turn to blush again. You remain silent for another moment or two. That is tense in a way that I can't fully describe. Just what is this feeling? I look down at... Ooh la la. I look down at the table and notice our hands are a bit closer than before. My eyes dart back up to meet Monika's own. The blush on her cheeks grows, but neither her smile nor the spark in those emerald green orbs falter. That is until... Yuri, why? Like, imagine, Yuri's POV, yeah? I cannot use my hands to convey what I want, but still, hopefully you get it. You want to share a poem, like, it's a club activity, and you see a club president and the new guy just intensely staring at each other. No words, nothing, just staring at each other, looking themselves up and down. That must be so fucking weird. Could I share my poem with you now, or are you... Oh no. It is soft Iceland on mine and Monika's hands, curious at the taking over her voice. But busy. Monika looks at your end and follows her gaze down to the table. She quickly retracts her hand and looks away, her face is completely red. Lost for words, I pick up my pen and make my way over to Natsuki. I feel awful. Why did I say that? I doubt this will be something either of us want to bring up. I close my eyes and say to myself, pre-marital handholding, and in public no less. For shame, Atazov, for shame. The sound of Natsuki's berating me causes my eyes to shoot open. I always figured you probably were a perv, but not Monika. No, Natsuki, it's not like that. Don't worry. Your indecency is safe with me, lover boy. I hide my face against the table. She's not helping at all. I know she's joking, but still. I raise my head with a cocky smile and lowered voice. It best be, else I'll tell Monika about your little hentai collection. I don't have a hentai collection. Don't worry, your indecency is safe with me. Natsuki looks about ready to chokeslam me. It'd be funny if she wasn't fully capable of doing so. She relents for a sigh. Let's just get this over with. Does she actually have a collection now? That is the real question. And what would there be? Fucking game theory time. What is in Natsuki's hentai collection? What the fuck am I saying? Let's get this over with, I agree. Okay, so Atazov managed to, simultaneously in one day, score extremely and then fumble the bag so hard. How? Despite Natsuki's joke, sharing with her went pretty well. Sharing with your went okay, she seemed a bit awkward and fidgety, more so than usual. Then again, she probably had me and Monika on her mind. Probably just a bit of curiosity. Eventually Monika calls us out to the front. Myself, Natsuki and Yuri make our way there. Natsuki is the first to speak up. Is this about the festival? It is, yeah. Do we have to do anything for the festival? I'm still curious as to what we're going to be doing. Oh, about that. Monika then turns her attention to me. Atazov, there is one of the posters that Sarah helped me with the other day on the front desk. Do you mind showing it to Natsuki and Yuri? I nod and quickly retrieve the poster, which proudly advertises a poetry performance. It sounds like a fairly normal activity for a club such as this. I'll take a drink to that, of my mineral water. Why do I keep mentioning that? I don't know, I'm bloody tired. Healthy sleep schedule. Who needs that? Not me. I'm just curious how Natsuki and Yuri will react to this. I show the rest of the group the poster and their expression and tones change drastically. The one constant between the two of them is that they seem appalled at the idea displayed on the poster. Performing? No way, I'm not doing that. Do you think it's that bad of an idea? Yuri doesn't seem to have any response, and at least for a minute or two, neither does Natsuki. Eventually, she lets out a frustrated sigh. She gives Monika a stern, fiery look. Do you, do you seriously think that any of us even want any new members? Like, I can't speak for Yuri or Atazov, but this club brought me something. Something that I won't let you take away from me. Like, okay, Natsuki, calm down a bit. This is about getting some new people in, not about fucking taking away your entire collection, dragging you to some basement and fucking taking away your freedom. Please, calm down. If I wanted anything else, I would have just joined any other stupid club. Natsuki doesn't say anything else as she holds her eyes shut. To say she... Fucking hell. Yeah, I'm tired. Jesus. Okay, come on, that doesn't work. To say I'm shocked at what Natsuki said would be putting it lightly. As I look over at Monika and Yuri, I can conclude that the feeling is mutual. The four of us enter an uncomforting silence. The air conditioner seems a little bit louder today. I got to break the silence. Well, I personally think that. No, that is off. Natsuki's right. Her voice slightly breaks as she says that. Look at me with an incredibly crushed look in her eyes. It's a sharp contrast to the confidence Monica always wore in spite of anything. This time feels different though. Almost as if Natsuki's words hit a little closer to home. Monica gives a shaky sigh before her eyes focus back onto mine. Why did I think this was a good idea? After saying that, Monica walks and slams down at the front desk and puts her hands against her head as she starts to stare blankly at the table. Though she's silent, she's trembling ever so slightly. The rest of us fall victim to the silence from earlier. Have you done it, Natsuki? Come on, like, I get it, it was... but come on, don't be mean. Here directs this disappointment in both her eyes and tone right at Natsuki. Me? All I did was speak my mind. Is that a problem? It's not about being honest, it's about word choice. Natsuki goes to fight back, but relents after a quick glance over at Monika. I know the look on her face. It's one I grew quite familiar with. She's blaming herself. Oh no. But before I can say anything, Natsuki's already gotten her bag and has stormed out of the classroom. Remembering our earlier conversation, I decide to follow after her. No, you do not, Gus. We will follow Natsuki next time on DDLC Within. Now, press like, subscribe, anything, please. And yeah, enjoy the content, lads. Love you all, and goodbye.